clearly I just got off of work, but I like these little sit downs. So let me tell y'all what has arose today. Actually, we're going to throw it all the way back. We're going to go to the beginning. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience thus far in Chicago, living in Chicago and all that good stuff. I've been currently living in Chicago for 2 years, and we're coming up on my 3rd year in April. So yeah, there's a lot to dissect here, right? There's a lot that comes with living in Chicago. Like, y'all don't even know the half of it, right? So let's back it up, and let's go from the beginning. So you know how everyone's like, oh, don't move to Chicago, it's dangerous, yada yada yada. I'ma just say this: I ain't gotten to know nothing yet, ain't nobody tried nothing with me yet. I be out the way. So if you in some mess, you gonna find some mess, but I be out the way. So yeah, I haven't had any type of experience like that so far. Knock on wood, I knocked on it. Yeah. But just like the all in all living in Chicago and like the things that come with it has been a bit much. Like, so if you don't know, I am originally raised in the suburbs. So what is it? A west suburb, southwest suburb, I don't know. I was raised in the burbs, okay? That's all you need to know. The suburbs, right? And it was cool. I'm lying. I did not like the burbs. Like, I hated the burbs. Like, I hate the burbs to this day. I do not like going to the burbs. Like, no, right? So, boom. Grew up in the burbs my whole life. College came around. I'm like, we're going to stay a little local. I went to NIU. So I went to DeKalb, which is, it's a suburb, but it's more of like a farm town. Like, I don't know how to like describe it. It's different than from where I grew up, but it's still like not the city, right? So boom. I lived in DeKalb. It was cool. The only thing I really hated about DeKalb is, one, it felt like you could get stuck there. Like, it was so simple. Rent was so cheap. Like, it ain't nothing to do outside, so you don't do nothing. You just kind of chill, and that's it. There's nothing really around DeKalb. Like, there's nothing really to do. Like, there's like no events, no parties like that. I mean, there's parties, but like they're college parties. So like, yeah, I was in college down there for a while, so the parties was cool. But like I said, I stay out the way. I didn't even, in college, I was out the way. Some of you might know me, but you ain't never really knew me. Like, you might know of me, but you ain't never probably had a conversation with me. You see what I'm saying? So your girl stays out the way. So, boom, DeKalb. Cool, nothing out there. I'm like, you know, me being an actor in the Chicagoland area, I need to be in the Chicagoland area. Like, put me in the city, because I was going to sets and stuff, and it would literally take me like 2.5 hours to get to work. And like, if y'all know about being on set, like, them call times come the night before. So you are lucky to get your call time before 5 o'clock. Sometimes you get it at 7, 8, you just on hold. Like, you gotta wait, right? So them call times will be coming in late, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then they will be super early. They'll be like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Child, what? And like, I'm coming from DeKalb, so now DeKalb is like 1 hour and 30 minutes out from the city. So in order for me to get there on time, I literally have to, one, leave out 1 hour and 30 minutes early, and then get ready. So I'm waking up at like 2 in the morning. Get into it, right? So cool, that was fun, whatever. Like, it was fun for a while telling people, like, yeah, I come from DeKalb, like, oh my God, you know? It was cool because they're like, oh my God, you drive so far? Yes, I do, every day, and I'm finna drive back there when I get done. Like, it ain't nothing. So boom, DeKalb was cool, but I'm like, let's go to the city. So I moved to the city, like I said, almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and now we're here. This is the apartment that I moved to. I can show you guys this apartment if you guys want. Leave me a comment. I'll let you guys know what it looks like to live in Chicago. Like, we can go to the outside and the inside. I'll show you, baby. I'll show you, right? So boom, I moved to this apartment. Now, getting apartment hunting in general is just stressful, baby. Like, it is stressful. Like, even just finding like a place to even like give your money to is the hardest thing, or like finding a place that'll accept you if you have like not a lot of renters history. And now with DeKalb, I was renting places, but like I done had a couple apartments out in DeKalb where I didn't even have a lease. I just paid somebody some money and they said, here's your keys. Like, so I know, look, y'all done done it too. Like, don't even play like that. Y'all done it too. But that's why I don't have a lot of like renters history. And like, I was literally like 24 like when I moved here. So I'm like not that old. Like, I've been living with my parents before college and then college. So it's like it ain't nothing really there. So people were like, no, you don't have enough renters history, you don't have enough credit, blah 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 blah, whatever. So that in itself was super hard. Then you working with Chicago, so you're like, what street am I finna live on? Like, you're like, what street is this apartment on? And like, you'll see streets and you'll be like, no. Like, and then there'll be some streets, like for me, I'm from the burbs, so I don't really stomp in the grounds of the city, so I don't know each block like that. I don't know where these people ride or these people, I don't know none of that. Like, and I'm not trying to know none of that, right? So it was a little sketchy, you going to these places. Now, me, I like to stay west suburbs if I can. But like, you know, that area, like, that's where I like to stay. So that's where I ended up moving. I ended up moving on the west side of Chicago. And I'm like, cool. All right. So the building, I found the place. So we could do another like in-depth video about like apartment hunting and stuff like that. The place that I ended up renting with pretty much owns a lot of buildings in Chicago, whether that be west, south, north, the suburbs. They own property pretty much everywhere. And it was easier to kind of look with them because they were like, $50, give us $50, and then you have access to, you know, submit to all of these different apartments. So I'm like, cool, that's great. Like, I don't have to keep paying these like deposits to people. I can just pay it once and have a bunch of options, right? So who wouldn't do that, right? So that's what I did. So boom, moved in here, things were great. Everyone's like, oh, you're moving to the west side of Chicago, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, baby, it's great. It's great. Like, I love it. It's great, right? It's been okay. It's been okay. Like, it hasn't been terrible. It could have been worse, but it has its moments. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. It has its moments. But yeah, the main reason why I got on this video is to talk about what happened today, but we're gonna run it back and then I'm gonna jump into the story about today. So my first incident with this apartment, when I kind of looked sideways at it, I was like, maybe I'm about to move, because the what? So when I go to renew my lease, my whole rent like went up, like I want to say $100. Like, that ain't a lot, but the amount of money that I'm paying to live in this apartment on the west side of Chicago is ridiculous, right? So I'm like, whatever. That was the first strike. Now, that was after a year. Like, I didn't have no issues for a year. Like, I was good. Like, West Side, I'm doing this. Like, it's good, right? Boom. I renewed a lease in about, I want to say, I renewed my lease in April. And then, like, May, all hell broke loose. Like, I was like, what did I get myself into? Why did I re-sign this lease? What is going on, right? So back in May, I believe, I can insert pictures right here, but I literally woke up one day and I'm literally walking to my kitchen and I hear like droplets of water, and I'm like, why is there water on? And why would I leave water on? You know, I'm like, what is going on? So I'm listening. I'm like, where is this water coming from? I go into my bathroom. I look in my ceiling. I'm going to insert the video right here because it's ridiculous. So, yeah, this is the video. But I go into my bathroom and literally there's water dripping from my light fixture. Like, y'all know a light fixture, like the light fixture that goes in the ceiling, that is sitting on the ceiling. There's literally a puddle of water in the like light fixture dripping out onto my bathroom floor. So I'm like, what is going on? Why is there water dripping from the ceiling? And then, like, you know, I be getting a little smart sometimes. I'm like, okay, water, electricity, fire. Like, that's all like that's what I was connecting. I'm like, water, electricity, fire. Like, this shit is finna blow up. This shit is finna blow up. And I put my foot in the bathroom, stupid, and it's just a puddle of water in my bathroom, just sitting there. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? Like, where did this water come from? And why is it like in my bathroom? Like, what is going on? So, fast forward, after I got all of it figured out. Now, this is at 2 in the morning. I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm gonna go to sleep because it's 2 in the morning and what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? So I go to sleep, I wake back up and it's still water in my bathroom. I'm like, you know what? Like, what the fuck? So I call the people because when I called at 2 in the morning, clearly ain't nobody on duty. So they're like, what you want us to do about it? And I'm telling them like, hello, water, electricity, fire, no. They're like, no. And I'm like, okay, whatever. What the fuck ever. What am I to do? Like, whatever. So boom. Long story short, my neighbor upstairs over flooded the tub and all that water came down to me. So now, not only do I have water damage in my walls, these people ain't trying to fix it. They don't care. They don't care if it's mold. They don't care if it's water. They don't give a fuck. They just want me to pay my rent and that's it, right? So now there may or may not be water in my ceiling still. We don't know, right? But I had maintenance come and I guess they checked it out, and you know what they do best, they just paint over everything. So they painted over everything and now we're good, right? So boom. I'm like, whatever, because like, what can I do? I literally just paid to renew my lease here and now all hell is breaking loose. Whatever. So boom. Fast forward. This is forget all the dates because I'd be messing up the dates. But the water situation happened in March, and then this situation happened in May. No, this situation happened in April. God. Okay, so boom. After the water situation in March, April is when this next situation happened. My renewal was at the end of March to start the beginning of April. Okay. So boom. Now we're into April and I've been parking in the same spot every single night for literally a whole year at this point, because now we're going into April and I moved into this apartment the year prior in April. So I've been here a year. Like, I've been here. You see my car. My car been here since January. I purchased my car. So, but I still, like, I've been parking here with another car. So you know that I park here, whatever, right? So boom, I get this new car. Boom. This is important to remember. This car came from Michigan. Important to remember. The car came from Michigan. So boom, we're in Illinois. I've been parking this car there for literally, at this point, from January to April. So that's 4 months. In the same spot. Nothing happened to it. Chilling, right? Why do I literally walk out my door April 7th, which is my birthday, at about, I think I walked out there at like 9 o'clock or something like that, and I have a whole ass ticket on my car. And this ticket is not just your average ticket. This is a ticket that's saying I don't have a front license plate. And I'm like, what? A front license plate? Like, I have a back license plate, but you're mad because I don't have a front one? So boom, I get a ticket, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I contested it, and I won. Whatever. I ended up putting the license plate on the front because I had the front license plate. I just didn't have no holes to hold the license plate up on the car. Like, what you want me to do? You want me, where you want me to put it? Or like, where you want me to put it? So boom, cool. Small little situation. I'm like, whatever, brush it off. Brushing everything off, right? We're brushing it all off. And then today is what has inspired this video and why I have been rambling for so long. But today, which is Monday, you've probably seen the other video. I filmed that video last night. This one is today, Monday, right after work. That's why I look like this, because it's been a day. But I'm like, I need to let it out, because if I don't, I'm gonna keep cursing everyone out who calls me. Like, that's just how it's gonna be. Like, so let me just get it out before I curse everyone out, right? Okay, so today, boom, I'll do Amazon Flex. If you don't know, go follow my Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Real life updates. Boom. But I do Amazon Flex, and I was scheduled to do Amazon Flex today at 3:45, right? Cool. Sunday, I went to the farmer's market, and then I got home at like 1 o'clock or whatever, and I was pretty much in the house the whole day. So I parked my car was fine, and I was in the house the whole day, right? Cool. So I decided that I was going to basically sleep the whole day and night, basically getting ready to do this shift at 3:45 in the morning, right? Now, remind you, I have a 9 to 5 job. I work every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So not only am I working that job, but I'm doing flex before that job even starts, right? Your girl is grinding. So boom, it is 3:20, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm late. So I'm rushing, and I'm like, okay, let me get everything that I need. Let me brush my teeth, wash my face. Let me get up, right? So boom, I'm up. I'm walking out the door. It is 3:35, and literally I walked out the door, out to my car, and it's 3 in the morning, so it's already dark, right? So I walk to my car, and I go to reach for the handle. I'm like, oh shit, I'm tired as hell. Maybe this is not my car. Like, this is somebody else's car. Like, what am I on? Like, I'm delirious. It's 3 in the morning. Like, help. And I'm gonna be late. I popped the lock on my car, and the car that is sitting in front of me get to lighten up. And I'm like, I know damn well this ain't my car. I look. My entire door handle is gone. We're going to insert pictures here. My entire side mirror is gone. I'm just like, what? Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, I cannot deal with this right now. It is 3:40. It's 3:35. I need to be at this warehouse at 3:45, and now I cannot even get into my car because my door handle is broken. In order for me to get in my car, I literally have to jump through the back to the front, or jump through the passenger side to the driver's side. Like, finna keep doing that ratchet ass shit? Who? I'm not finna do that, and I'm not finna do that during Amazon Flex because I fill up my car to the rim with packages. So how am I finna be jumping through the back to the front to the side? Like, how am I finna be doing all that? It's implausible. It's impossible. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So boom, I'm pissed because now I can't do Amazon Flex. I'm like, oh my God, that was some bread. That was bread before I even made it to work. Like, what? Oh, so I'm like, whatever. I get to calling Amazon. I'm like, y'all, I cannot come. Like, I literally walked outside. It's 3 in the morning right now. I have to be at the station at 3:45, and my car is smashed the fuck up. I can't do nothing. And I'm just like literally in the middle of the street. When I go outside to see my car like that, I'm in the middle of the street like looking around. I'm like, is this a joke? Like, y'all finna come switch out the cars, right? Y'all, it was a prank. Like, no, baby, this is real life. This is no prank. This is no prank. This is real life. Your car is real life smashed the fuck up. So I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So then I go back in my house and I'm like, you know what? I'm finna go to sleep. After I got off the phone with Amazon, I told them I could not make it. They assured me that my account would be good. And I was like, cool. So boom, I go back to sleep. Now remind you, I don't know why everybody and their mama wanted to call me this morning, but I'm literally talking like to 5 people because I think I texted people. I'm like, oh, car smashed the fuck up. And then like, just like when I was finna go back to sleep, everyone started calling me. So I'm on these calls. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, do you people not know that I gotta go to work at 9 o'clock in the morning still? Like, what are y'all on? So boom, I go to sleep. No. I called the police. I called 911, and now today is the 18th or something like that. But the Democratic convention is in Chicago. I do not live too far from the United Center and all of that stuff. So the police is all hands on deck right now, and yeah, they're shutting shit down. They're not coming. That's basically what she said. She said they're not coming, and if you want to wait for them to come, it'll probably be all day or until resources are available. And I'm like, huh? So boom, I went to the police station. When I woke up from my nap, because at this time when I called the police, it was like 4 in the morning. I don't gotta be up at work until 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna go back to sleep. So I went to sleep. And then I went to the police station, got the police report. They didn't even come outside. Like, I literally showed them the picture on my phone. I'm like, this is what happened. And then, yeah, they didn't even come outside to look at the car or nothing. They didn't care. They just wrote the report. And I was like, okay, whatever. Went to work. So today, all day, I've been on the freaking phone with the insurance company, with the collision company. They're like, oh, you don't know who it is, you don't know who hit it. I'm like, obviously I don't know who hit my car. Like, it was a hit and run. Like, what are we missing? Like, why are we being so slow today? You know, like, why are we doing this, right? So boom, I had to go do all of that today. And remind you, I work in a basement, so I have no service during the day. You're 9 to 5, I barely have service. If you don't have an iPhone, you're not getting through, period, right? So I'm on the phone back and forth with these companies, and I'm missing their call, they missing my call, and we just going back and forth, and we trying to figure this stuff out. And I'm just like, what the hell? All of this stress and commotion over some shit that I didn't even cause. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let this shit go because I didn't even do this. Let it go. Why am I gonna hold on to it? Because it ain't gonna do nothing for me holding on to it. I gotta just let it go. Whatever. It is what it is, right? In my head, shoot, they finna total my car out and I'm finna get a G-Wagon. I don't care. Whatever. Delulu, right? Delulu. But it is what it is, because what can I really do? But yeah, I had to get on here to let y'all know, or just let it out, because welcome to the city of Chicago. it's great. But all I can say is I'm glad it wasn't the Kia boys, and I'm glad they didn't jack my car. But we need to be more mindful. We need to be more cutesy. We need to be more demure. Like, why would you hit my car like that? And first of all, why would my car just sit there and get hit? Like, bitch, move. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, that's all I have to say. If y'all had a similar experience, or y'all walked outside one day and y'all car was gone or total, let me know in the comments, because this shit is crazy. That's all I gotta say. This shit is crazy. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. And I will be back later, another day. I don't know when, but yeah, I gotta figure out this car situation and get back doing Amazon Flex. Back to this money, right? So yeah, I will be seeing you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that bell for notifications. And I will see y'all next time.